Hello, everyone. This is Mel from Rebirth Dimension, and I'm coming to you live. I don't do this too often, and I'm learning how, when, and when not to, and I'm following my spirit as I do so. So, what I wanted to ask you, the question of the day is: do you really know when you're speaking life or death into your life, into your atmosphere, into your situation? Do you really recognize it? And because we're so used to using certain words and saying certain things all the time too, we don't realize that's why our lives are the way they are. We don't realize that those very same words have power. Even though we say, a lot of spiritual people or Christians or whatever believe, especially from coming from the Bible standpoint, we say, well, they say, people say, I'm trying to find a happy word, that God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of power and love and of sound mind. But when we say that we don't have the money, or we're broke, or we can't afford, we don't realize that those are the same words that we're putting out into the atmosphere, and we're activating those words. Not only that, if we say things such as, I can't, it doesn't, even if you say things like, I don't want, you're still activating it. Because of the simple fact is, just by saying that you don't want it, you're still activating those things. You're bringing attention to those things. So the more you focus on what it is you do want, and you start walking in the feeling of having those things as if they're already here, then the universe, God, source, will start to bring those things towards you. And I don't know how to break it down any simpler, because I understand it from a higher spiritual perspective. And those of you who are in the church or in some type of a religious belief or whatever it is, most of the things that everyone says in different religions or whatever, they're pretty much saying the same thing. You just have to understand and hear. You have to take time and not block what you're hearing, because it's not a certain wordage that you're used to hearing. So, and I've heard it several different ways. God has not given us a spirit of fear, and it's really not. Fear is something that's learned. A lot of times we say things like, I'm scared. You weren't born with fear. Fear was put inside of you, mainly sometimes because of parents. They put fear inside of the children. Don't do that! Or they yell at the child, and they spank the child. And so the child that's how they develop a spirit of fear, because they don't know what fear is. All they know is exploration and activation, and I can do anything, but it's that programming that they go through literally from birth. Don't do this, do that. And we, it's a source of guiding, but it's also a source of control. We don't realize it, but it's also a source of programming. And so we need to watch what we say with our words. We really need to pay attention. And if we are living by such words, then we need to be careful of our thoughts. We need to be careful of our feelings, because your feelings have power too. Because if you say you're powerful, and if you say you're beautiful, and if you say I am, whatever you say, you're attaching that same thing onto the Creator. Because I am, you are a part of the Creator. The Creator lives in you. A lot of people have a hard time grasping that, but I'm to the point where now I'm starting to understand it more and more. I've gotten it. It's in the niche, and I'm not afraid to say it anymore, because I noticed that when I'm thinking positive, more positive things happen in my life. And then when I even have the slightest little doubt, there's a left turn. I'm learning how to listen to my thoughts and put positive words and affirmations out there the minute I wake up in the morning, because that pretty much sets your day. If you've heard people say, you know, the first thing your day, you know, get up and say something positive, think positive, put that out there, because it literally does set the course of your day. But not only that, the minute you have doubt, it could also alter the course of your day. So you really want to be more alert. And it seems like it's a hard job, but once you do it so often, if you just make it up in your mind that you just want to be positive, you just want to have a good day, and start thinking about things that make you happy, you know, those things. Because the more you start thinking about those things, the more good things start to happen. But if you start thinking on the negative, oh, I don't have, oh, I don't want, oh, another good one is, oh, I wish that my time would come. When is my time going to come? When is this going to happen? And as long as you stay in that mode of when is it going to happen, when this, and you're so busy waiting for the future or whatever it is you want to happen, that you can't focus on what you're doing right now to be happy. Because once it gets here, you're going to be even happier, but then you're going to want something else, and then you're going to be in that same mode. Well, when is this going to happen? And now I want this, and I can't have. Let your yes be yes, and let your no be no. I learned that a long time ago. And so I just wanted to share that with you today, because it should eventually get to some point in your life where you're exhausted and you're looking at everything around you, not realizing that your words and your thoughts created what's around you. You have what you say. I know so many people in the church have heard that. You have what you say. But attached to that say is belief. That's in the Bible. You cannot ask for something and you don't believe it, that you already have it. And if you believe you already have it, then it's already in here, and you already are. You done already put it out there. You believe it, you feel it, and you get excited about it, and you stay excited about it. You don't go back and go, but wait a minute, I don't know, because such and such and such and such, because such and such, and you know, this happened or that happened. So you start backpedaling. What we don't realize is the universe is not biased to your yeses or your nos. So whatever you put out there, literally whatever you put out there is what's going to happen. If you say you don't want it, you're still going to get it because you're thinking about it. It's basically what your thoughts and your feelings are. So if you're thinking about something and you're thinking about it to the point of being obsessed with it, then it's really not going to help you, because you're stopping it. Your emotions aren't in a positive zone because you're wondering when and why and oh God, I'm never gonna. Okay, well, you just, yeah, okay. You have what you say. You literally have it. So I want you all to be encouraged. Be encouraged to change your thoughts. Be encouraged to change your words and your feelings. You know, the word is true. It reigns true. But we have a hard time getting it. We have a hard time walking into it. And it's because of programming and processing and all the things that we've been told. And we feel like, okay, this is what it is and this is what it's supposed to be. And I'm not going to divert from it. But what you don't realize is you are in control. No one else is in control. You have the power to change your words. You have the power to change your thoughts, because the God that you're looking for on the outside to come down and bless you is the same God, is the God inside of you. He's not out. God is the creator, is not out here in space and looking down upon you. God, the Spirit of God, the energy source that we all pray to, meditate to, you know, we're all that one source. We are all that one source. So if you look inside of you and tap into that through prayer, through meditation, you get that connection. And it's a really good connection. I'm learning so much since I've been here. I've learned much before I even got here. I was on the beginning of it before I got here. And the rabbit hole goes deep, but everyone's not ready for the rabbit hole, because a lot of people are still holding on to a lot of people are still holding on to things that they grew up learning. But if you read the Bible, it says, study to show thyself approved. That one book is not the all to end all of knowledge. There's so much more knowledge out here, and it's vast, and it's so much. You're never going to learn it all. But to be stuck in one place and wonder why you're not where you really want to be, you have no excuse. We don't have an excuse as to why we're still where we're at. So I'm going to stay out here. I'm going to listen to the trees, because I know for a fact that the trees and the birds and the wind, they all speak. It's all energy. And we're all connected to it. And it's all connected to us if you just take time and realize it's not just a blessing to look at and observe, but there are messages that come through. All of this, it all works together. This is how God is. God is in everything and everyone, everywhere. Omniscient, omnipotent, and there's one more, omnipresent. So think about that, everyone. Don't stop your knowledge. Don't stop your understanding. And whatever you do, don't stop being happy. Because by being happy and not worrying, the song's telling you what to do, literally. Don't worry, be happy. And life gets better. All your things and dreams that you want manifest easier, but you gotta believe. And the direction is inside of you. You don't have to look outside and sit there and wait like a lump on a log, because you have the power to go out and get it. This is Mel signing off. Rebirth Dimension. Wishing you all well. Take care. Ashe.